Right, what's good, Pubg Mobile Kenya? It is your girl Mitch Gaming, and we are officially live tonight for the Kenya Pubg Mobile League Games season. What? The internet is not working? Ah, yeah. Okay, sorry about that. But then again, all right, so again, welcome to the live stream. This is your girl Mitch Gaming, and we're officially live tonight for the Kenya Pubg Mobile League Games semi-finale. We are in day 2 of the semi-finals. Yesterday we had day 1. Jana stima, leo kasta kamua shere mbele ya kazi. But then again, poleni sana, I am home now, and we can continue with the games, and we want to see what are we going to be expecting when it comes to today's matches. So far, we have seen at least one team has been eliminated. Actually, 2 teams have been eliminated there. We have seen that is Push Esports. They have been taken back to lobby. Access Power, Invisibles as well, they have been taken back to lobby. Quite unfortunate that I couldn't really show that live stream to you guys, but we are here again. I'm hoping the Wi-Fi does come back on, because I believe right now I'm just using nothing but my bundles, and it seems like it is not yet showing anything. Really, nini mbaya na Wi-Fi? Okay, seems like the internet is back. So like I was saying, a couple of teams have been taken back to lobby. Poleni sana Caster Leo Ali alikuwa na a commitment na ata. Anyway, guys, so we have a team that is Brutal Psychos. We have Malefic. They are getting pushed. You might be seeing a fight happening there, but it seems like Malefic did not even think this through, because now he's literally cooking. And there's a team that is trying to get that push happening on him here. He's just but alone, and you have the players from RC, where we have Adesanya, we have a Big VXN, Saint, and Spiky. Of course, they will be going in for that push. So we want to know between RC and the Brutal Psychos who will be dominating this fight there, because see Saint they're getting his first knock, and we can see the second knock there, the DBS. The players there from BPX being taken down one by one. The third player is officially down, and now one player remains standing. That is BPX Viper, and we want to see how Viper will be performing now that his teammates have been taken down one by one with only two remaining knocked. One has been taken back to lobby, and the others are still not even the others, him. Viper is the only one still standing from his team. So we really want to see how is this going to happen, what are we going to be expecting when it comes to this game. But then it seems like for BPX, that will be it for them when it comes to this game. Again, poleni sana man. It is what it is there. Seems like and not Mitch, because I need to be here and casting and bringing you the best of the best when it comes to the KPL games season 9. If you're already here in the live stream, please make sure you do share the live stream link, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're yet to do so, and of course like the live stream if you're yet to like it. So far we have 13 teams remaining. We can see the players there from Rush Esports in the building as well. We have the players from 44 NGANUSH, Akina Fox, Melix, Mkali, sorry, I just said Melix, Mkali, Boomex, Kronos. All these players are there from 44 NGANUSH. We'll be seeing Kamaleo 44 NGANUSH will be dominating Ama. They'll be struggling a little bit there, but then again, we have to congratulate them for making it to the semi-finale. KPL is not an easy game. We had Mkali here before doing an analysis for you guys, and some of the things he say that is that the games in KPL are quite challenging. So I do understand if it comes from him, seeing that this is, I think, their first time playing in the KPL games. So they do feel the pressure, and it's actually impressive that they did make it this far. We have the players are there from RC after taking on Brutal Psychos. They have decided to hold the same compound. Look at the NV team there, they're holding the highest ground so far. But then they're not the only team, because you can see TYCOONZ Esports as well is going to be making those rotations. But then Inhale Tempo right now, Now, taking on the players from 4PF, we have Howie there is down, 4PF Nemesis, 4PS John, 4PF Habibi. All these players are actually here. So, watch it one. Nani atashinda kama 4PF will be doing something, or will be having 4PF going back to lobby just by going against the players from In-Hill Tempo, a team that has actually proven to be really, really good when it comes to the KPL games season 9. They have dominated so far from day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. All these days they have actually dominated, and now they are here in the semi-finale and they are still looking to dominate. So of course that's something you're going to be looking at to see, is this something you're going to be expecting for the team here? But then it seems like Gardner has been knocked. Gardner, I believe, is in the THALA esports, if I'm not wrong. For Prime here, they have only one person remaining from their team, that is Prime Vaughn. So Sijui, I don't know about it, but let me see how the players here will be performing. But then so far so good. We have a team that is a 44 NGANUSH still surviving, playing the long game, Manyoka. So hopefully it'll work out. But snaking is never the solution unless you're in a field where the players are not alert. But then they remember, this is a KPL. It's not just any other game in the PUBG Mobile Kenya community scene. It is basically KPL, the most intense I can say tournaments in the Kenyan scene so far, and surviving this is not easy. For them, I'd say that's a good thing. But it seems like the players from 4PF there have finally gotten a knock on the players from Nothing to Lose. Frozen, how are you feeling tonight? I mean, you say then the WhatsApp community that Leo meets tunakuletea nothing but violence. So watch out to wonder what 4PF will be cooking up for us tonight. Will they be taking down N2L, or N2L will be taking down 4PF? But as we can see, 4PF have decided to go far away from this fight, and they do not want to engage at any point. We have the Slaughter unit with us here. We can see Mahiri, Vexy, Angryman, and a 77. These four players are going to be going against the players from Outlaws. Already one of their teammates, that is Vexy, is down. But then beautiful cover there from 77, getting a knock on a plays. And now of course they will be looking to get that revive there. We can see Titans and his teammate Dero are the only two people remaining from the Outlaws. They have to be really careful. The Slaughter unit team is quite a lot there. They are aware that they're here and they might be going in for that push. But then so far Vexy has good cover. I can say they almost tried to cover him. The players there had good cover. You can see how they were trying to get the P-fires happening, but then somehow along the line the players from Slaughter unit are not able to save Vexy from going back to lobby. But then luckily for Outlaws there, the revive on Lard plays did take place. So Achatwane, it's going to be I don't know. Leo CG. But actually to want to have the players from In-Hill Tempo. They are taking on a team right next to them. So far the zone is getting smaller, and as you can see, Bootcamp is quite surrounded. Mahiri, they're doing the rotations. He will be going in for that push on the team that is Outlaws, but then 4PF as well is going high up the ground now, and they want to know what they will be doing. Yo, simu ilikuwa sherehe aina charge. Ai Jehovah. But msijali, I'm gonna charge every break. Don't you worry, everything is gonna be okay. But then SU Mahiri, they are looking at the team that is right in front of him, that is the Outlaws, and we have the plays right in front of them. And knock is actually on the side for Outlaws. They're beautiful spray from Habibi does get a knock on the players from Outlaws. The row is down, and now Lard plays is the only person quite close to players from SU and the Titans. They will be trying to cook up an either it's gonna be a Kobe or is it going to be a waste of grenade there. The elimination has been confirmed for 4PF, and now Titans getting quite some damage. He is down. He will be going in for that push again. Habibi trying to do the thing here, the 1-2-3, but then it actually does work out for Habibi, and he does get that elimination on the last player from the Outlaws. But then one thing you have to be really careful about is that the players are from Slaughter unit will be going in for that push on that team that is 4 pockets full of the colors right now. We can see Mahiri taking advantage of the loot here right in front of him. The zone is about to close in, And the players from Nothing to Lose are yet to make it to the safe zone. Another team here as well is not in the safe zone, and that is Hayes Clan. They haven't made it to the safe zone yet. We can also see another team doing a very late rotation. Sijui kama mmeona the rankings right now. Na teams zili struggle jana. Hii game si ya kila mtu. Jana teams zili struggle, and we saw what happened there. I mean, a team like Martinez Union actually did not perform really well when it came to those games. So I'm not really sure how to go about it, but MU really did not perform as we had expected. So far, we have at least 11 teams still remaining. So the question is, which team is going to be leading when it comes to tonight's first game of the day? Hi Mishanki, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Jamal as well, karibuni sana kwenye live. Poleni sana. But exactly. Kwa gani micho unatuona? Tanye, oh my days, fine. Nitasha facecam mtaona. Sikuwa kwa nyumba. As in, I'm still like nimefika tu nikajiwekelea nikaanza live. I've not changed, I've not done anything, niko vile nimetoka out. But then of course we cannot go live looking like that, so I have to change so that I can be my facecam can go on. But then looking at the game right now, you have the players there from RC, a team there has been eliminated. That is 4PF have been taken down by the TYCOONZ team, but not all of them. You can see 4PF Howie still in the game. He still has the slaughter unit coming from the back, so I hope Kijana akona plan, because otherwise he will be going back to lobby depending on how the players from SC decide to go about it. But then Howie has somehow been eliminated. We have a team here, THALA ESPORTS, are trying to make it to the safe zone. So acha tuone how that will go, because the zone is quite damaging. We're in the 4th phase of the zone. It is getting smaller, so lazima watu wataekwa in a place where they need to fight and survive. As long as they do it right, then they might just get the chicken dinner depending on the rotations they make for this zone. Looking at the players here from NV, they have a chance of taking out the team that is right behind them, that is Slaughter Unit. They will be trying to make it to the season, and if they had a better view of them, then probably they would have gotten that elimination. Last time I talked to Spike, he told me one thing about him is he likes holding the roofs in the game. When he's playing in the competitive game, whether ni ultimate ama sijui nini, he will always be on the roofs. So anytime unacheza KPL, make sure any building, angalia around. Spikey is probably looking at you and you're not even aware of it. So that is something to be on the lookout for. But then you have Spike there supporting the players from 44 NGANUSH. That's trying to get a good spray on them, but then no elimination has been registered. THALA Esports are losing players. We can see a fight there on our right there. The TYCOONZ Esports players are losing teammates one by one. Rush Esports is in the building. Arnie there trying to heal up. One of the teammates has been taken back to lobby, second knock on TYC. And now you have just Danny and Hesa remaining. Rush Nades there will be going in for that push. We'll want to see if Nades is good. But then you can see the Molies going in on the players from TYCOONZ Esports. Nades there, the S2FK. Okay, does try to go in with now the M416 Molies are still getting thrown towards the players from TYCOONZ Esports. Beautiful damage there from Hesa, and the fast look is in there, taking him all the way back to lobby. And now Rush Esports, the senior, is down as well. And now one player remains standing, that is Rush Arnie, and you can see Hesa trying to go in for that push here. Arnie, that's a little bit of peeking here and there, but then TYC players are now able to take up that team, taking them back to lobby. RC, they are getting an easy elimination on the players from 44 NGANUSH. We'll be seeing now with just 6 teams remaining. Which team is going to be giving us a chicken, a dinner? Nothing to lose. Players are still in the building. Hayes Esports right behind them. And 12 players, 69 gold is done. And as you can see, Slaughter Unit player Mahiri and his teammates are looking at the team that is TYC. Beautiful spray from Mahiri. And we have the fast knock is in there. Isaiah being exposed there as well to Mahiri. But question is, between Mahiri and Isaiah, who's better when it comes to the close combat and last minute battle, where it's nothing but pressure, all about your IQ? How am I gonna be going about this? Mahiri changing his location, almost getting a Kobe on Hesai. It doesn't really connect there, but then it seems to be looking for a way to go on and get this elimination on Hesai. Quite focused on literally every single angle, because he knows RC is on the other side. He knows there's a team as well on this Sharks here, nothing to lose. There is Hayes Clan as well. And now as you can see, SU player, that is a 777. I think that is 77. I don't know if that is Kuhl. I'm trying to remember if that's Kuhl, but we will be seeing later. Someone will tell me in the comment section if that is so. But then Hayes here, they are being quite low, does get COVID by the player from SU, and that is none other than Kuhl there. Mahiri unfortunately has been knocked, and has to be careful now, as you can see, Angry Man trying to go in for that push. Players Menvi have been eliminated easy peasy. Seems like the 7-7 player from SU does have some good cover for his team, but then so far so good. RC players are still trying to survive. Yeah, there is a team holding the rocks here. They're playing it quite safe. As you can see, I think they're feeling a little bit confused here. They think, or rather they know there's a team right behind them. Look at these players here. Kazi ni kulala tu kuangaliana. And it's totally okay. As long as it gets your chicken dinner, then why not? RC player there is down. Adesanya will be getting revived. But we want to see between RC, SU, and the players from Hayes clan. This is Hayes, right? Who will be getting the chicken dinner for this game. The players are beautiful. Kobe from RC, and of course they will be going in on the aggressive side, trying to go in for that push. Mahiri's been quite pressured right now, does get eliminated easy peasy, and the players from SU are getting thirsted one by one. Just the two players remaining there. He gets spotted as well, Angry Man, and is eliminated. Easy kill for the RC players. And now Hayes Clan, third part in the fight here, does get to thirst the player from RC who was knocked, and as you can see, Hayes switch. Hayes Lucifer trying to go in for that push. One player is down, two players are trying to play on the aggressive. They're beautiful knock from Saint. Now one player remaining. That is not other than switch. The nades actually connecting. The damage is actually there. Does get the fast knock on the player from RC. The push is finally happening, and just like that, game number one is finally done. Easy peasy. And we have that game coming to an end. Game one is officially done, and the winners of that game are none other than the players from RC, getting themselves a chicken dinner and a total of how many eliminations? 17 eliminations. That's actually quite high. Coming in second, you have Hayes Clan. They camped the whole game there. They watched as RC and SU were engaging in a fight, and that did give them one step ahead, and they were able to get them by surprise, and 2 eliminations to their name, getting second place as well. You have the players from SU coming in with 10 eliminations on third position. Fourth, you have N2L2. 5, you have NV5. 6, you have TYC with the 7, you have Rush Esports 3. 8, you have 44 NGANUSH 0. 9, you have THALA Esports 3. 10, you have 4PF2. 11, you have Inhale Tempo 4. 12, you have Outlaws 1. 13, Prime Esports 1. 14, BPX 0. 15, Invisibles 0. 16, you have Push Esports 1. And 17, you have Excess Power with 2. Going a lot with 6 eliminations. RC Saint. Best companion, the 2 rescues, SU Angry Man, and the finisher, the final elimination, RC Adesanya. Excuse me. Well, that is it for game one. Let me prepare for the second game, and I'll be back. For now, it is BRB, and I'll be seeing you guys after the break. All right, so I am back again live, and Sikwa, by the way, I just got in the house and the first thing I did was crash live, but it's totally okay. Welcome to the Kenya Pubg Mobile League Games Season 9 in the semi-finale. Game 2 just began and I realized nimacha simu huko. So just give me a second and then what the just give me a second and I'll be showing you guys the next match because it has already begun and the games are still ongoing. But for now, welcome to the live stream. It is your girl Mitch Gaming, and we are officially live tonight for the semi-finale, Group A versus Group C. If you're already watching the live, you haven't shared the live stream link, please go ahead and share. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe as well as you get to enjoy tonight's games. So let me just get the game and then we'll continue the game. Sorry about that. Okay, so we are here, game 2 of the night, and as you can see, the flight path is coming from military base all the way to close to Lipovka. And as you can see, the teams have landed in the usual landing spots, places they feel they are safe, or rather they feel they should land. And of course, we'll be expecting to see how the teams will be performing. So if you're already here in the live stream, please please go ahead and share the live stream link. So make sure you subscribe and of course like the live stream as you get to enjoy tonight's games. But then so far it seems like the players here from Inhale Tempo have landed with the team right next to them, and we want to see how they will be performing, seeing that this is actually too early to be engaging in a fight. But then for them, this seems to be the best thing for them now, and Royalty does not even have a weapon and is actually getting quite some damage there. And you can see his teammate there, Pubg, getting the cover when his teammate does get knocked. But then unfortunately for the player there, Push, Lucifer did get a thrust when he got the knock there happening. And now Push has just one player standing, that is a TC Chief. His teammate there, Denji, I don't think is that close enough to maybe give them the cover they need. But then Lucifer and his teammate have been taken back to lobby 1 by 1. And as you can see now, Denji will be the only person remaining. VSS in his hand, a very tricky gun to use, if I might say. But then unfortunately he has been knocked and he might be going back to lobby as well. So far so good. The game is just a little bit fresh. We are yet to see anything happening, or rather we're expecting to see what the teams will be up to. But honestly, for the semi-finals, if you understand how KPL works, it is never a smooth ride for any team. It is usually very hard for them to survive, and most of them usually have a hard time trying to figure it out, how to go about it. Rather, should we play on the aggressive side? Should we play on the passive side? Should we figure out, is this something we want to do now, or at this fight something you want to evade and then come play later on in the game? But then so far seems like the players there from SU are losing some of their teammates, but then Excess Power taking on the players from Rush Esports. Rush Senior waiting patiently, doesn't want to make any sound because the players from Excess Power are getting closer, and what he wants to do is hit them by the element of surprise. And as you can see, Excess Scarf is there. He is healing up right beneath him. So of course that will be a little bit different for Rush Esports. Senior actually did move, and now the players from Excess Power are aware that there's someone here. Senior finally hearing them as they get closer, and Senior decides to go up the hill, the building just to be able to see what is actually going on and what to expect on their side. But then so far so good, nothing is happening on their side. But then we have the excess power player, that is V2. He is waiting on a chance to take on the players from Rush Esports, and Rush Senior will be waiting here patiently to see if anything is going to be happening on their side or not. But so far nothing is changing, and the teams are actually quite patient. But then we'll be letting them decide whether they want to go in for that push or not. And just a quick roundabout and see what is happening, because nothing to lose here is passing by, where we have the players from Push Esports and the players from Inhale Tempo. So a fight, of course, is of course expected to What is Michin as always, Boyka? I don't understand what you mean by that. What is Michin as always? What does that mean? My eyes are actually tired, guys. I'm not even lying. But it is what it is, guys. So please go ahead and share the live stream link. I think I'm gonna share it myself to the WhatsApp communities after this game, and then we can get more people watching the live stream, and we can get to engage more in the comment section, because you have very interesting teams participating tonight. We have we're waiting to see something here happening. Anyway, hi Daquilo, how you doing? Scavy's wife is in the live stream. How you doing, Scavy's wife? Welcome to the live. We haven't seen you in quite a while, so yeah, it's actually nice to see you coming back and joining us tonight as we watch Scavy and his team there trying to get themselves a chicken dinner. Game 1 is officially done, and we saw in Sunhawk that it was quite tricky for some teams, but then of course they also always going to be just one winner, and it seems like Rush Esports actually took out excess power. That one time we're not watching Rush Esports, they decide, well, let us let this game go easy and let the players from Rush Esports get a chicken dinner. And as you can see, that is exactly what has happened there. We have the Invisibles, the players in farm around Milta. Of course, we'll be seeing what will be changing there. Will we be expecting a fight or not? And we just by the bridge, we have a couple of teams on this bridge towards Military Base. Excuse me. So of course we'll be seeing how that goes. But then BPX Scavy there is actually engaging in a fight. One knock has been registered on this. Why is the violence? What is the violence for Scavy? Why are we using pans? But then you have the players MenV also getting closer as well. BPX players will be doing a scouts around them just to see if they can see anything, if they can really get to have maybe a fight against them, or rather, if they don't want to engage in this fight, they can go away and avoid this fight as much as they can. The players there from NV, that is MVP TK, NV Muazi. They are all of them here in the game, but then nothing to lose. Might just be losing players now. You can see Luffy, Baraka there. One of the teammates, Baraka, is already down, and as you can see, they are now in a tight position trying to survive this fight. But then the players from RC here trying to play a little bit aggressive right now. Spikey and his teammates getting closer. We have Saint here with the DBS in his hand. They're trying to get the P-fires, probably looking to get another elimination on the players from Nothing to Lose. But we have a camper in this room waiting for them to make a mistake, and then we might actually see someone getting knocked there. But then you have N2L Luffy getting knocked as well. N2L player there does try to do something, but then 911 Spyro does get knocked as well. And now N2L 69 God being the only person remaining from his team, trying to get elimination in the Estor case. But then the jump shots coming from the player from RC actually does try to get connected here, but then N2L 69 God does get the elimination, taking him all the way back to lobby. RC players now not aware of how to go about this, but then 69 God does go outside the shack there, because a nade might just be cooked on him and take him back to lobby. But then that structure, not that reaction is actually good. And then to all players, 69 God of course will be going in for that push, and immediately goes into the vehicle here, waiting for Adesanya as well, who's doing the same thing. But then it seems like the faster your fingers, the more you are able to survive in the game there. But we can see a very good strategy coming from those teams, so it's very easy. So let's see how this goes. I can see in the comment section we we are seeing Someone asking Team 17 ni tags ni name tags ni random ama hakuna rule. Push Esports, yeah, they are new to KPL, so probably it's okay for them, I guess. But they, of course, they're learning the rules. They're not able to get name cards, so of course they are, I think, pardoned. I'm not sure, but we'll see what the admins have to say about that. I can see Scavy's wife asking about BPX. They're actually in the game. You saw Scavy, they're panning someone, so that was really interesting as well. And when it comes to S7, wamefinya hadi wameenda, no way. No way. There is no way. You meant to tell me Supreme 7 tapped out? That's not possible. Why would you tap out? I understand KPL is quite competitive and strenuous for some teams, and adapting to it is not that easy. So yes, it does get a little bit it does get a little bit hectic for them, but then so far we are yet to see what will be happening. Which teams are you expecting to engage in any fights? Looking at the zone here, the safe zone is more towards the southwestern side here, and around the bridge in military base you have some teams coming around Novo, so of course we'll be waiting for them to make their rotations. But then brutal cycles here will be holding the high ground, waiting for people. And for the players from RC, for them, they're waiting for teams to now cross the bridge, and of course they will be engaging in that fight. Seems like the players from TYCOONZ Esports are taking on the players from 4 Pockets Full of the not even 4 Pockets Full, but then THALA Esports, and we can see a couple of their teammates are down. Saint here being the only person standing from this team does get the revive on his teammate Gardner. Molly is actually flying in, but then he cannot see any damage. Gardner is down. Saint trying to cook up an nade there. They could be actually connected. Saint might be going back to lobby. Look at his HP there. The nade's actually connecting. Saint is quite low, does go on that prompt there, trying to heal to loot up. But then honestly, a THALA eSport player Saint here has nothing to do other than try and find a way of surviving. But if Sawash does, okay, never mind. Seems like Darny was able to get the last player from THALA Esports, and now the zone is going to be on a rotation. Looking at the player from Team 17, that is TC Chief. This is Push Esports. For the person asking, so that is Push Esports. Of course, they are going to be making their rotations here and there, so we'll be seeing how that really works out for them. Will you be having any fights on their side or not? But then so far so good. You have the players of RC holding the same compound. Will let them be. Inhale Tempo as well, making their rotations. They might be encountering a team as they try to make it to the safe zone. So far this game is going to be a little bit intense when it comes to any battle that actually happens anywhere in that side. But then SU Slaughter Unit does go to third party that fight. They had TYC engaged in a fight in fairly clear, and they made it there. We have the fast stock is in there. TYC Butcher is down. SU player, I believe that is Kyul, does have one of his teammates that is Angryman down. He tries to get a Kobe happening there. Is it going to be connected on the players from TYC? It actually lands closer, but then nothing happens yet. TYC players are washed. Will be getting the rotation right now. Might just be the thing TYC needs to be able to hit the players from Slaughter Unit by surprise, because as you can see now they are quite exposed there. But then Kyul actually spotted him and he's looking on his side here, waiting for him to make a mistake as well. So Slaughter Unit players, that is Angry Man and SU77, I believe that is Kyul. I'm actually assuming, but acha nisi assume sana. I'm probably assuming a lot, but as you can see, a lot of things are going to be happening when it comes to this game. Of course, if you're watching the live stream and you haven't liked the live, please go ahead and like the live, because that is very, very, very important. Let me even remind you guys. Who is this playing quite aggressive? It's Kyul. You have to like the live. So please go ahead and like the live if you're yet to do so. Share the live stream link. Get as many people watching this game as you can. And yeah, let's get to it then. Why not? Give me a second. Alrighty, so I've done two things to support the live. One, you can do the live call and support in any way you can, and then you can as well like the live if you're yet to do so. Wale wanasema no, tutakosana, tutapigana vita. But then as you can see, nothing is happening here. Did the players from 44 NGANUSH actually join the game? Oh, they actually did. We have Mkali, we have Boomex, we have Cronax and Fox still in the game. So we'll be waiting to see how that goes, because to be honest, what we're expecting to happen is that either the players from 44 NGANUSH are looking to get a chicken dinner this time round, or probably they're going to be avoiding any fights coming on their way, depending on what they have of their plan being here. But then remember in the group stages, 44 NGANUSH actually did a good job, but then you had players like Fox there dominating from their team, giving them a good number of eliminations to their name. So that is actually something as well I will be looking at, just to see what we're going to be expecting when it comes to 44 NGANUSH's gameplay. Let's do our rotations as well. We have the players from RC waiting, but the bridge is about to get a little bit heated up now. Wacha sasa tuone nani ni nani. Surviving the bridge in PUBG Mobile Erangel is probably the hardest thing to do if you are not familiar with how the bridge works. Kama ujui watu watatoka said gani, wende said gani, brother Bernard, please do not cross that bridge. But then when you look at Invisibles, they are in the game. They have been playing a little bit too safe. A thing that we don't really see with Invisibles. I'm guessing they're practicing for PMAC again, guys. PUBG Mobile Africa Cup 2025 will be happening this year in Nairobi, Kenya. The grand finale will be here in Nairobi, Kenya. So I hope you guys have done the deed. And correct, ni B versus C. Oh wait, we are not playing A versus C. This is when people are. This is why I need people to, tell me what is due. I didn't even know that. Anyway. Let me fix it for you guys. Sorry about that. I didn't even know. I thought we'd finish it group A and then, but that's not the case. So let me fix it. Group B versus C. Group B versus C. Okay, poleni sana. I think I fixed it for you. I didn't know. No one said anything. In my head, I knew we were playing A versus C. I thought even Invisibles was in A. Me and you, Boyka, with the same WhatsApp. But then so far, we have the players there from Inhale Tempo. The players from Invisibles getting knocked and thirsted probably by the players from Inhale Tempo. So I'll be going there to see how this goes. But then Invisibles, we have Pain there being knocked. Zabra, of course, will be going in for that push. Remember, I told you about Inhale Tempo. They're actually a really good team there. They have been able to get 2 players from Invisibles down, and now 1 person remains standing. That is none other than Hyunbin. He will be going in for that revive on his knocked teammate Pain. But then honestly, if we are saying the truth, Inhale Tempo is the most improved team in the Kenya PUBG Mobile League game Season 9. They deserve their flowers, and as you can see, they have gone in for that push. Beautiful knock from Hyunbin. Kuol, of course, will be getting closer, but then it seems like Hyunbin actually disconnected. No way, that is quite unfortunate. Hyunbin actually disconnected, and that might have cost him that elimination on that team. That is the players from Inhale Tempo. As you can see, Brutal Psychos have a fight happening on the side there. We'll be going towards them, and we want to see what will be really happening. Brutal Psycho player, that is Gydos and his teammates. Of course, we'll be getting to regroup and probably figure out what is their next plan. But the zone actually shifted. We are in the 4th phase of the zone, where a lot of things are expected to happen, where we expect a lot of players to either third party in fights or hold compounds and wait for the game to come to an end. But then NV players are not really thinking of any other way other than camping and waiting for the right time to engage in this game. 44 NGANUSH players here playing it quite safe there. You can see them snaking. We have Mkali, Kronos, Boomex, all these players playing it a little bit safe there. And we all know Mkali for his skill when it comes to camping. He is really good at camping and holding grounds. So that is something, of course, we'll be waiting to see if that's something Mkali and his teammates will be able to do and survive in KPL, or they'll be needed to do a little bit more to survive when it comes to these games. But then so far, Envy still holding the same compound. 10 teams still remaining. We have a team there like Prime. Von is quite outside the zone here. I don't know how he's planning to make it to the season, but he needs to get his rotations happening as early as now. TYCOONZ Esports, they have the players from Brutal Psychos quite close to them. The players from Envy getting pushed, and as you can see, the Outlaws there have been knocked. Beautiful Kobe, and we can see more nades there getting picked up by Moors. Are we going to be getting another Kobe on the Outlaws? The nades actually go in. We have another knock there on that place, and of course the push is finally happening there. Moors starting to get the people as the shotgun, but then remember, if you are not a shotgun lord, do not carry your shotguns, otherwise Utaji embarrass, and it's going to be on 4K here on YouTube. But then luckily for Moors, he has a team that is ready to give him the cover that he needs to survive, but then not for too long, because we can see a team that is Hayes Clan. They are trying to make it to the safe zone. They have no vehicle, so running towards the safe zone right now is beyond diabolical, because the zone will be quite damaging. You need to get yourself to a compound that is no longer occupied. And what to see, Washamba, people have good what oh damn, people have good earphones and they can hear you coming from afar. I can see TZ saying, Mitch, there's too much render, moving low devices. What can we do about it? Beautiful spray there from Adesanya. One player from TYC is down. And as you can see, TYC are washed there trying to make it to the face, and beautiful damage from Adesanya. But then his teammate there is quite close. And of course, he'll be going in for that push. So we want to see what they're going to be up to. So Wash there will be forced to engage in a fight of Hoovercraft will be getting closer to him. RC players, they're doing the rotations, trying to make him as panicked as possible. And Adesanya there has been spotted. Beautiful spray there, almost getting a knock. Actually, the player is down. And other players there, RC, that is RC players, ZN, that's get quite damaged. Watch, they're almost getting the knock on the player. And now we can see Spikey going in for that push. I think Spikey's joy is just passing by the vehicle, changing the vehicle seat and getting an elimination easy peasy on his players. We've seen him making such content when it comes to his TikTok, where he does change his vehicle seat and then get the elimination on his enemy, and that is exactly what he has done here to the TYC player. Now Brutal Psychos, of course, they are holding the safest place. We are in the 5th phase of the zone. RC players are holding the high ground right in front of them, and for BPX, they have basically split throughout the high hill here and the compounds just to make sure they have enough ground covered. 44 NGANUSH making their rotation. Fox ameamua aende peke yake. I am not sure about that, Fox, but then honestly, kitaumana mambo yataenda vibaya, my friend, if you don't think it through. Just give me a second. Okay, good stuff. So far, why are people texting me on Discord? But then so far, 44 NGANUSH, as you can see how they are going about their games. They're playing it a little bit safe. They do not want to be in a position where they're exposed to any fights. TYCOONZ Esports losing players to the zone there. As you can see, 44 NGANUSH getting surrounded. Envy players passing by. Rush Esports as well. There has a teammate right next to the players from 44 NGANUSH. But then you have Fox there getting the kill on Muazi. I said Muazi. Oh! And Rush Esports, of course, losing players. Brutal Psychos has to be careful. The players from 44 NGANUSH are quite on fire right now, getting at least 2 teams that have been passing by next to them. So 4 eliminations to their name. But then Brutal Psychos is right above them. Might just be the team that actually makes it hard for 44 NGANUSH to make it to the season. But then let's see if that's going to be the case or not. You have just 3 teams remaining. That is Brutal Psychos. You have RC as well as the players from 44 NGANUSH. You have Fox there. Of course, we'll be trying to get closer to the players from Brutal Psychos. So far, no one's playing on the aggressive side. 6th phase of the zone. 11 seconds to go. And we'll be having the fights coming to us. So are you ready or not? But yeah, you have to be really really careful, but then RC spiking their beautiful knock and the thrust on Gyros. And with the zone about to close in, all the teams need to make it to the safest place in the zone. Have already decided they're cooking up a nade. Is it going to be a Kobe though on the players from Brutal Psycho? Viper has to be careful. The nade actually does get some damage on Viper, but then not a Kobe yet. So Adesanya will be going in for that push. Something we want to see if it was going to give us a chicken dinner for RC or not. So we'll be on the lookout to see what really happens there. But then RC, Spiky is down there. BPX giving RC a run for their money. 44 NGANUSH third part in the fight from afar. Scavi cooking up with nades. Is it going to be a Kobe on RC? They are trying to get the revives. Adesanya does get knocked on 44. NGANUSH player Fox. And as you can see, Malefic goes in for that push. Does get knocked and thirsted. Easy peasy. For Scavi now, the nades need to start connecting. Otherwise, his teammates will be eliminated one by one. The player there from RC, the nade actually connects there. Beautiful damage. One more grenade from Scavi, and it's gonna be GG's for him, but then not anymore because Mkali, with the visuals, can see the player that is from Brutal Cycles that is Scavi and takes him all the way back to lobby. And now one player remains standing from RC, and that is RC Big Season. If you don't tell me how to pronounce your name, please rest assured that I'll be pronouncing it the wrong way. But as you can see, the nades are coming in hot there on the player from RC. He's just but one player against a whole team from 44 NGANUSH. So we want to see which team is going to be getting the chicken dinner for tonight's game. Is it going to be RC or is it going to be 44 NGANUSH there, Fox with the rotation? He might be the reason. I think Fox is playing with an iPad. We cannot see what Fox can see. That is because his screen is bigger than mine. So of course that does change everything. And he can see the player from RC. And of course we'll be trying to get some damage on this player. Beautiful damage there from Kali. And just like that, game number 2 is officially done with 44 NGANUSH getting the winner chicken dinner. 8 eliminations to their name. Second you have RC with a total of 9 eliminations. The third you have Brutal Cycles, 6 eliminations. Fourth Rush Sports, 3 eliminations. 5 Inhale Tempo, 8 eliminations. 6 Envy, 4 eliminations. 7 TYCOONZ Esports, 4 eliminations. 8 Haze Clan, 1 elimination. 9 Crime Esports, 0 eliminations. A second. Outlaws, 0 eliminations. 11 we have SU with 0 eliminations. 12 Invisibles. Have I removed that live? Oh, okay, good. 12 Invisibles with a total of 7 eliminations. 13 we have Push Esports 1, 14 THALA Esports 0, 15 Nothing to Lose 2, 16 4PF 1, and then 17 Excess Power 1. Going a lot with 4 eliminations. BPX Kavi, Best Companion to 2 rescues. TYC Danny, and then finisher with the final elimination. We have none other than Mkali. Well, I believe that is it for game number 2. Beautiful gameplay there coming from the 44 NGANUSH team. Getting themselves a chicken dinner was actually really well deserved. They played it a little bit safe. They were camping here and there. That actually did give them a chance of getting the chicken dinner. So amazing gameplay from 44 NGANUSH. But as of now, we'll be taking a quick break and then we'll be back for the third game of the night, and we'll be seeing which team will be dominating for that game as well. Of course, make sure you've liked, shared, and subbed, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we are officially back. Damn, I think I put double mics. Just give me a second. Okay, all good. All right, we are officially back again tonight for the third game of the night. Just pardon me, and we'll have to watch the live from Discord for now for a few minutes, and then I need to boost up my device. Like I said, I was not in the house, so I was really quite occupied and I was unable to charge. But as you can see, already a fight is happening. The players from Outlaws there have been able to lose at least one of their teammates with the elimination. Eh, is the sound? Uh, just give me a second. Okay, all good now. Sorry. Right, seems like we're going to be watching the live from here, but at the end of the day, Kenyan, I'm not on a live. I'm going to put it back. Just let my phone charge up. But as you can see, the players from Hayes clan, we can see Hayes control there, and his teammates are playing it a little bit safe as well. They haven't landed next to any team. They are playing it as safe as they can, and of course we'll be seeing whether that will be giving them a chicken dinner or not. But so far so good. Congratulations to the two teams that have been able to win chicken dinner so far for game 1 and game 2. We'll be looking to see if maybe they have an aim of getting another chicken dinner or not. All this depends with what the team wants to do, whether they want to get a chicken dinner again or they're going to be looking far away and maybe engage in early fights. All that depends on those teams. But of course, if you're watching the live, welcome to the live stream. It is your girl Mitch Gaming, and we are live tonight for the Kenya Pubg Mobile League Games Season 9. It is the semi-finale, and we want to see from the teams participating tonight which teams will be dominating. We believe the results for Group A versus B have already been posted. You have seen how the teams have performed, and of course it's actually really interesting to see how they're going about it, which teams are giving us chicken dinners or not. But then so far, oh, I forgot to meet the members here. Just give me a second. So again for Lenny, this is just temporary. Okay, it's going to be back. It is all temporary. It's gonna be back. But I can see 44 NGANUSH players are really up there. Seems like the Discord. My Discord doesn't have nitro, same to Smith's, so the quality of course will be like this, but won't be for so long. My phone will be fast charging right now. Probably by the half the game it will be good to go, so then we can go back to usable quality. But then as you can see so far right now, the players are from team 14, that is RC, they are looting up the place here. They do not have that many teams with them, so far nothing really is going to be happening. But as you can see, the safe zone has gone towards the northeastern side of the game there, where we're expecting to see some sort of fight happening here and there. So Yoyote will be dependent on what the team captains decide to do. And of course, I can see Smith there says 250 for the first correct prediction, chicken dinner for the remaining matches. So if you're watching the live stream, you can go ahead and give your prediction and which teams you think will be getting the chicken dinner for this game tonight. Okay, sorry about that. I was just changing my position so that I can monitor the charge for my device. But then again, we have to watch what we have. So looking at the game so far, we have the players from Brutal Cycles. They are making their rotations. The zone is about to move. It's about to go to a safer, or rather, Brutal Cycles is about to go to the safe zone right now. And they have at least 2 eliminations to their names. So that's something, of course, we're waiting to see if they're going to be keeping up the same energy and try to engage in as many fights as possible, or will they be going away from the fights and play on the passive side? But then so far so good. 17 teams are still in the game. That means that not many teams have been eliminated yet. A couple of teams have decided to play it on the safest place that they can be in this game, and it's looking quite good for them there. But as you can see, Rush Esports right now making it to the safe zone. They will be away from any fight to end the second phase of the zone. Nowadays decides, okay, all right, let me release, and it does release in front of a team. And that team is the players from Prime, and you can see Sukuna there does get this opportunity to actually engage, and being unable to see the laser actually so much there. This will damage the player is quite low from Rush Esports, and going for that push might have been the best thing for Prime Esports, but then it seems like they are not really that close enough to go ahead and do that, and they are quite damaged. Their teammate, one of them, is disconnected. Rush nowadays is knocked. A lot of things is happening on the side of Rush Esports, and I don't think they're enjoying this, because if you're losing players this much, of course it's going to be affecting your points and how your team is performing in general. I don't even know if my zone, I have to confirm my mic. Okay, it's actually on. Ati, who misses one? No one, Boyka, no one. Ha! No one misses 351. But as you can see, Rush Esports player there, Arnie. Of course, he'll be trying to play on the aggressive side there, but that's getting out while he's trying to get closer to his teammate nowadays. And you can see King Omari there does ensure that he gets the fast on an easy free kill that was right in front of him. For Rush Senior now, he will be trying to get a wipe on his teammate, that is Rush Esports. And so far nothing is really happening there, because Rush Esports is not in a position to take out the players from Prime, because only one person remains standing, that is Senior, playing on the aggressive side, trying to get as much as possible here, but not even a single bullet connects. And of course Senior will be taking this as a sign to go for that revive on his knocked teammate. But as you can see, King Omari will be looking to go in for that. That's the birdie, and he actually gets that fast and tries. But then Rush Senior, they are quite angry with that decision. That's get the knock on the player, that is King Omari, and of course will be doing the same type of thing to him, and he still decides to go away, because the players now from Prime Esports are giving him the pressure. They are stopping him from the Thursday. Rush Senior not going away from this side. Instead, he decides to engage, and Prime Esports does take out the last player from Prime Esports does take out the last player for Rush Esports, and that is none other than Senior. Jana Senior alikuwa kazi, sijui leo kumeenda aje. Leo Senior anaona dust. I don't know what is happening to Rush Esports. Yesterday, Rush was dominating literally everywhere. Ukiangalia left, Rush. Ukiangalia right, Rush. Ukienda hivi, Rush. Everything, Rush. But then this time round, that's not going to be the case, because Rush Esports now have been eliminated by the players from Prime, and you can see the players from Hayes Clan here trying to engage as well. They are also trying to see how many eliminations can we get from this fight. Will we be able to have something happening, or will anything, or rather nothing, be happening on our side? Will we be playing on the safe side, or are we going to be losing this fight? Oh, stream has ended on that side. My darling. Okay. Seems like the live is back there on. Okay. Fine. I just need it to be from this for this game only, so that all the other games have to play the live. Okay, I think it's charging. Okay. All right. So have the players there from NV, and we can see them trying to play on the aggressive side. They are nothing to lose right in front of them. So far, nothing is happening. N2L player Baraka has been knocked by NV, and of course the players from NV will be looking to get the Thasta. No mercy right now. Being the only person closer to Baraka will either get the revive or go away from this fight, because now the players from NV again quite aggressive. Move was there, knocked, beautiful, a knock from No Mercy. So now we want to see, will No Mercy be able to wipe out the players from NV? All the teammates are getting closer. DBS in his hand. Now the players from NV have to be really careful. A DBS on the right hands is the worst type of gun to be pushing anywhere, anytime in the KPL games. You will always find someone who is good at the DBS, and once you push that player, you will be regretting that decision. The players are from NV. There we have Zamzam. Of course, we'll be trying to go in for that push, and as you can see, N2L player No Mercy is the only person there from his team closer to engage in that fight. Player that is Luffy and the player 69 God, they do not want to get closer. Their teammates are getting quite damaged. We can see the pre-fire as the men well waiting patiently, but they won't be able to cover their teammate because it's in the building, and you guys are not in our building. NV forever is just a beautiful Kobe. Oh, from his own teammate. Oh, damn. I almost said that's a beautiful Kobe from N2L No Mercy, but then seeing that there actually should be a call for him to go in for that push, but then it seems like he's not comfortable with engaging in that fight, whether it means going in for that push or not. He is not ready to engage in that fight. Players there from NV, we can see Zamzam there. Of course, he'll be trying to get the push happening. Luffy has been knocked on the other side of the game now, and Zamzam, beautiful. I will be going in for that push. Shotgun in his hand. Two types of shotguns. S1 for Zamzam, and of course you have the S2, the DPS, sorry, for N2L player. So we want to see who is going to be giving us that wipe on that game. But as you can see, Zamzam there trying to go in for that push, and N2L God being able to get a knock in the fast on his teammate. That of course will be Zamzam doesn't want to see anymore. His teammate there has been eliminated as well. There's No Mercy. 69 God. Zamzam aggressive, getting in now. 69 God. It's the molly going towards Zamzam. Damage happening there. The players envy getting the cover on their teammate, and again trying to get the damage happening on Zamzam. About to get a knock there. Neither actually get that knock on Zamzam. A beautiful play there from N2L 69 God, and now the players from NV can't feel the pressure. They want to go in for that push. S12K the hand there. Nades are going in there, but then one player remains from N2L. Question is NV gonna be able to take out N2L 69 God? But then at this point we're not even sure anymore, because that nade was a Kobe from 69 God, taking this opportunity to get the revive on his knocked teammate. Amazing Kobe from N2L. Nothing to lose, and we can see exactly that they are losing nothing when it comes to this fight against the players from NV. We have the players there from Invisible. The live went blur again, but then we want to see which team is this. Oh no. I cannot see the team actually, so that's really unfortunate. But it seems like the nothing to lose team has been able to take out NV, and N2L 69 God is doing a victory dance. So well, that's good for him. The teammates are going to be happy with that. That one player has been able to bring nothing but pressure to the players from for basically NV. But then so far we are here with the quality. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get our game going and see what is going to be happening now. But then so far, at least the have taken back to lobby. RC are also engaging in a fight, so we'll be good to see what is actually happening on their side. But then N2L player 69, amazing gameplay coming from him there. That is really good. And then we have the players from 44 and NGANUSH. They are still surviving. They had a team right next to them. I think they did hotel game now. And TYC are getting the damage on 44 NGANUSH players. Question is, will they be going in for that? I think they're coming on the left. That is the players are from Invisibles. Kronos 4G does get knocked Now the players from TYC will be getting this chance. Go ahead and get closer. Players from 44 NGANUSH, Invisible, Pain and Zabber spotting the field, passing by. We know how good they are with the gateways. They might just be getting a knock. Triple damage on the players from 44 NGANUSH. Pain and Zabber unable to get the part in there, but as you can see, the players from 44 NGANUSH quite damaged. Boomx they are really low. Fox on the other hand really focusing on getting towards the safe zone. Brutal Cycles on the other hand here, they will be waiting on the teams to make it to the safe zone. They are lingering around the edges of the safe zone. They're waiting for the team to come by, and now they can engage. Escape there the first knock. That's gonna knock in a THALA esports player. And as you can see, Saint, they will be getting closer as well. Saints are going towards the players from Brutal Cycles that will be leading them to engage in fight, whether they like it or not. From Scurvy does get good damage and guard. So question is, who is going to be getting basically the win for this fight? But as you can see, the players from SU, that is a slaughter unit, are taking on a fight on their side. There's what's really happening there, because as you can see, the damage there, kill has been enough. I keep on telling you guys, be careful in Hill Tempo. They know how they're playing. Man, they're trying to get the knocks on the Thursday, but then only one man remains standing from the slaughter unit team, and that is none other than Angry Man. And as you can see, Fike playing on the aggressive side there. Beautiful pre-fire of the DPS does get some damage on the slaughter unit player Angry Man, and of course that is easy elimination, because as you can see, 44 NGANUSH has to engage in that party, getting that elimination and helping Hill Tempo get the chicken win for that fight. Right in front of them, another invisible players, that is Hyun Bin, I Can't Aim, Zabber and Pain. Of course, they will be closer to each other, to the team that is in Hill Tempo and the 44 NGANUSH team. And now we'll be waiting to see between these three teams which team will be getting a fight completely done, without even a single player. But then they have to be careful. Kali's team, 44 NGANUSH, is watching this fight from afar, and of course they will want to have a taste of every single player that is exposed as the games continue. In Hill Tempo players, they are Fike, Animate, L77K. I don't know what their plan is. I hope they have a working plan, because as you can see, the game is not going anywhere. It's not getting any easier. If anything, it's getting harder for them to play as it progresses. TYCOONZ esports getting a fight against the Maze Clan, but now the players from Invisible for that push. They have to be careful now. Is it going to be Invisible player I Can Aim, or Hyun Bin, or is it going to be Pain? Take the player in Hill Tempo back to lobby. A team is coming to third party as well. L77K going on the outside. They are trying to avoid this fight, trying to make sure he uses every single to his advantage. But then I Can Aim and his teammate have been able to take them back to lobby. Easy peasy. Hayes Clan getting closer as well. How many teams are here? I think at least 4 or 5 teams as well. But as you can see, Hayes Clan there, they're waiting for teams to expose themselves. The players from RC might be able to spot them, because as you can see, Serious, Spiky and his teammates might be able to get at least some damage to the players from TYC or even Outlaws if they actually get their angles right. Outlaws there will be waiting for a chance either to engage or just hold until the fight come to a completion, and now they can have an easy fight happen towards their side. But then so far so good. The players from Brutal Cycles, they're getting some damage on the players from Outlaws there, and his team seconds and beautiful damage from Narcos. But then you have to be careful who exactly he's spraying to, because RC Saint watch his teammate Adesanya get damage, but then beautiful cover spray and the knock on the players from Outlaw, and they're trying to get closer. We might be seeing nades get on towards this team here, but then DBS in hand, and Adesanya has to on the aggressive side and go for that push. Question is, who is going to be winning this fight here? Adesanya, a solo player, for that push, but then his teammates have been able to close in as well. Their Outlaw player does get knocked as well, and now one player remains standing. Narcos is sitting the other side here, but that's a beautiful knock. But then RC player does get the cover on his teammate. That fight is nothing but GG. THALA esports players waiting for that push, and Brutal Cycles eliminations. What was that push? The players from THALA esports, what was that push? Easy kills on the player from Brutal Cycles, that is Scurvy, easily getting that she can win, basically winning that fight against them. So amazing play coming from them. 44 on the other hand, losing players number 1 Invisibles. Watch as they try to survive BPX as well, are trying to make it to the safe zone. A lot of space coming from literally every single angle. 6 teams remaining, and of course this is the game just became smaller, became quite damaging now, and every single team has to be on the 6th place that they can be. RC, they are not even close to the zone. They need to make their rotation. Taste Clan also in the zone, playing it a little bit safe, but then again Invisibles will be spotting them, and a fight will be happening here whether they like it or not, and that is the thing we want to see. Having the players from Invisibles taking on a fight, or is it going to be them waiting for the fight to come to them? Brutal Cycles, the player that is just been taken down, and as you can see there, Viper does get the cover on him, and of course will be getting the revive before any other push does take place, making it to the safe zone. This one is getting a little bit crazy now. Everyone is getting closer to the other, and yes, we need to see, we need to understand nani ni nani, who's gonna be winning against who, because right now the battle is getting a little bit intense now, and everything is looking a little bit heavy for all the remaining teams. There are RC and teammates are getting eliminated. His clan on the other side exposing themselves due to fight and Viper and his teammates Curvy elimination. Invisibles players taking on TYCOONZ Esports. Butcher is a down. Zubber and his teammates will be looking to play now towards the aggressive side. They know they have the, they know they can see the teams here, but then they have to be Brutal Psycho players on the lower side here. They might be going towards them, Viper going in for that push in an AKM. This is the only player I can see from KPL that is using ARs. Most of the players are using shotguns and AR, but then Viper trying to cook up a nick. There's gonna be a Kobe that gets a knock on Zubber, and now we see Viper going in for that push. But then I can't aim this time. I can actually aim and gets the knock on there from Brutal Psychos. KV going in for that push. We able to get on that elimination happening. Molly goes in there. S12K, they don't really connect there, but then there's an S12K, and the player from Visible has been eliminated. Amazing play first KB, but then this time round RC is going to that part of the fight here, and Adesanya does get that elimination, and now with just 2 players remaining. TYCOONZ Esports is gonna be TYC, RC. Getting the chicken dinner for game number 3. The game is getting better by the minute, and we love to see exactly that. Have the players there from RC that is spiky. What is lagging? My live is lagging? Nah, no way. My live is not lagging, guys. What are you guys watching? No, that time you were in Smith's Discord mirroring. That was not the live. No, that was not the live. This is the live now. That time was not the live. What live? But then beautiful chicken coming from RC. Easy peasy win for. But then honestly, that was supposed to be an easy RC had the advantage, they had the numbers, and they had the views game. Live is lagging? Nah, that's impossible. I think it's because it's speaking Discord. Nah, it shouldn't be lagging. It's lagging though. Oh, I see. Damn. Sorry, I put this in the background and it actually was, oh my days. My Wi-Fi has no problem. The net is actually good, so sorry about that. When coming in second, you have TYC, they're beautiful play. They did get to survive 6 eliminations to their name. Third, you have Brutal Cycles. They have a total of 12 eliminations. That actually really good. Invisibles, they have a total of 14 eliminations, 5 Haze Clan 1, 6 44 NGANUSH 2, 7 THALA Esports 0, 8 0, 9 Inhale 2, 10 SU 2, 11 F4, 12 Esports 0, 13 NV 2, 6 Power 1, 15 Prime Clan 3, 16 Rush Esports 0, and 17 4 PM with 0 goals and 7 defeats. BP best for rescues are Sanyum and final elimination RC Saint. Well, that is it for game number 3. We have more games to go and we'll be calling tonight. But as of now, we'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back. Alright, so we are back and we are in the fourth game of the night. Look at the flight path that is coming from Georgopol all the way to Milta Power. And we want to see what the teams have in store for us. This is the fourth game of the night for them. Remember, for a group like Group B, this is the last chance to make it to the grand finale. Remember, some teams are using this as a chance to basically train themselves for the PUBG Mobile Africa Cup 2025 that is about to start. And I hope you guys are practicing, because I'm telling you the lobbies uko kama KPL munaona ni nzito, hizo lobby sasa mnakuja kuteseka vile inafaa. Okay, so I hope you guys are training. The ones playing KPL right now, I hope you're putting this as a way of you guys practicing and becoming better players in the PUBG mobile scene here in Kenya, so that as you play against the global scene, you get to be crowned even the best of the best. Kumbuka, the team that wins a PMAC gets a chance of going to PMGC Thailand. So please, Kazaneni. So you have the players there from RC, that is Adesanya, Spiky, Saint. All of these players here are going in for that push against the players from THALA Esports. We have Batman. Actually, THALA there has been knocked and Thursday taken all the way back to lobby. And as you can see now, RC Saint, they are trying to go in for that push. Remember, if you're not able to survive, you can as well just grenade yourself and go back to lobby. But then again, you have Batman. They are still trying to survive. Their nade actually does go in there. And of course, that nade is going to get a copy on him. The damage on Batman is quite high. But as you can see, the players up there are really playing quite aggressive. RC is not a team that goes away without a fight. And as you can see, they're putting in the pressure. And they want to go in for that push against the player from RC. Of course, they're trying to get as many nades as possible towards this player, trying to get the Kobe connecting, but then he's not really doing that. And we can see Saint, they're going for that push. He tries to get the fast up there, does get the fast player, but then unfortunately for Batman, he's just but a solo. And the players from RC, they do get to surround him and take him back to lobby. Quite unfortunate for RC there, honestly. If he had the numbers, then maybe, just maybe, something would have been a little bit different for the THALA Esports player Batman. But his teammates are quite far. You can see where Saint is, Gardner as well is quite far. They have just 2 players remaining from their team. Spiky on the other hand here coming towards this play. Once a player on the aggressive, Saint is also looking for a way to be on the aggressive side, and if he gets it, then he is definitely going to be the one who gives THALA Esports at least a fighting chance when it comes to these games. But then so far, the zone looks quite interesting. The safe zone has gone towards the middle part of the zone that is in Erangel. And yes, we want to see if that's going to be working out for them or not. But then in-hill temple player that is Pubg here in Severny is looting freely, because they do not have a team surrounding them. But they have to be careful, because the players from Push Esports will be getting closer to them. And that of course will lead to a fight. The N2L team, you have No Mercy, 69 God and 911 Spyro. And we want to see if anything is going to be happening there. We're going to be having a fight, or nothing is going to be happening. A lot of things could happen, so we want to see if anything changes on that side or not. But honestly, for N2L, they're a little bit safe here. Nothing will be happening on their side. Let's have a look at Brutal Psychos. Their teammate Malafik is down, and as you can see, the sprays here are coming from the players from Rush Esports. Last time we checked, Arnie and his teammate did not really do a good job tonight. So I'm guessing this is something they are looking to do better. But then SU, that is Slaughter Unit, will be taking on the players from Invisible. Mahiri is down, and we can see the players from Invisible going in for that push. I can't aim, basically went in for that push and got a little bit toxic, and decided to do that thing to SU Mahiri, taking him all the way back to lobby. But then his teammates are finally here. SU77, that is Kuel, and his teammate Angry Man here. Very nice vehicle, Bana. These supercars, Bana. Pubg, hey, the super car is looking quite good. And as you can see here, Kuel is trying to get as much damage while he's in the vehicle. He actually does get a knock there, but then Invisible player Pain there does engage as well. And as you can see, Angry Man is quite damaged. Pain as well is really damaged. But then the 2 players are really low. And for Angry Man, 1 grenade should have been the best solution. But then Pain there does change his position, goes further away from Angry Man. You can see the players from this SU getting closer. Beautiful cover from Vexy there. Does give some confusion on the Invisible player Pain. But as you can see, they're not going away without a fight there. And as you can see, see Vexy passing by the buggy. He wants to assess the situation. He sees another player that is basically I can't aim. And I think the last time I said he can't aim, he changed his skills and now he basically can't aim. And you can see what he's doing there to the players from SU. Vexy there is down as well. So far, it means that the player that is Angry Man should be getting this revive. Otherwise, they will be going back to lobby. Beautiful Kobe. And we have Cube there getting knocked as well. And now Payne and his teammate will go in for the push. Angry Man being the only person remaining from his team. What will be his strategy? Will he be getting the two players? Or will SC be going back to lobby? Someone is start part of the fight here. Angry Man is quite damaged. Of course, he's going to be trying to go in for that push. But then honestly, it doesn't look easy for him. And just like that, Slaughter unit have been slaughtered to the lobby. That's really unfortunate, honestly. SU there, they got the revive, but that nade, that one grenade could be the reason your team doesn't flourish, man. That nade got a Kobe on the player there, easy peasy, and that actually cost the players from SU, because if that nade didn't get a knock and kill, then maybe him and Angry Man would have been able to survive that fight and help each other throughout that game. But that is not the case. So things got a little bit heated there and they were taken back to lobby. So beautiful play there from the Invisibles. We have the 44 NGANUSH team here. We have Cronus and his teammates Mkali, Boomex, and Fox, of course. They're playing it a little bit safe as usual. The last game there, they got a chicken dinner, and you saw how they were playing. They were really safe, and they wanted to make sure that they are the ones actually on the winning side of the game, and indeed it did work out for them. A beautiful play. But then you have the players from Rush Esports. We are not sure what to expect from them, but BPX, honestly, for what I can say is BPX is now maybe a little bit more composed. The last time they were playing in the group stages, they didn't really have a game plan. They were just playing, I believe so, and they were also lacking in numbers. So of course that did cost them as well. But for now, because the BPX player, their Viper, does actually get a knock on Envy, and I believe this fight will be going in for quite some time there. We can see some puns fly, and Zamzam is able to take BPX riders all the way back. Slowly, Viper does get knocked out of the buggy by Moors, and now the BPX team is down in numbers with just two players remaining, that is Kevi and Malefic. I don't know if they're looking into entering this fight or they want to go away from this fight and maybe come back later. But as you can see, Kevi and his teammate, yes, they have done exactly that. And they are looking to engage in this fight if need be. But now the players from NV quite distracted with one of the teammates being knocked. Of course, they will be looking into having the revive happening fast, and then now they can engage against the players from Brutal Psychers. Invisible players are there. We have Payne and his teammate I Can't Aim. Basically two players remaining from their team. I want to know what their strategy is going to be, how they're going to be going about it, and what is their goal at the end of the day, because so far the zone is about to close in. We are in the second phase of the zone. We'll be going into the third phase of the zone, and kama kawaida mambo yatachemka kidogo, because now this is going to be the second last game for the group, for the teams in Group B. And for Group A, Kesho, they are still back here. They have us another chance with Group C. So of course, it's going to be a little bit shaky. We're going to be seeing which team is going to be dominating. But kuongea ukweli, when it comes to the KPL semi-finals, all these teams are doing a really good job. It is quite hard to predict which team is going to be better than the other. But then the prime team there seems to be taking on the players from RC one by one. You can see now Spiky and his team, they are passing by the vehicles. The drive-bys seem to be Spiky's stronghold there. You can see the amount of damage he got on Prime Clan. And now Spiky with his teammates should probably come up with a strategy before the players from TYCOONZ Esports third party this fight, and it's gonna be GG's for Spiky and his teammate. The pre-fires is actually there. Spiky trying to get the damage on the players from Prime Clan. Sukuna there getting exposed as well. Prime Von, what is your plan, to be honest? Because now you're making the rotations, but then TYC is closing as well. So what is going to be happening right now? Is TYC going to be taking on Prime, or is Prime going to be taking on RC? But then TYC decides we'll be taking on Prime at 999, taking him back to lobby, because why not? But then TYC, Donnie and his teammates will be going closer to the players from RC, because this is a wash. They're getting closer. Remember, RC already lost 2 of their players. They're beautiful knock on RC player, and now 1 person remains standing for RC. I don't know about Spiky, but then it seems like it's going to be a little bit heavy for him to be able to get a wipe on the teams right next to him. Basically has 2 strong teams surrounding him, that is Prime Clan and the team from TYCOONZ Esports. So basically, like I said, in the semi-finals now, you cannot assume team yoyote ni noma. Kama we ni noob, you better accept you're a noob right now, because in KPL it's going to be really hard for you to survive. But then the N2L team there, no mercy. The 911 Spiral has been taken back to lobby, just 1 person remaining. 69 God amongst the best players from the N2L team. Sorry, so I'll be looking to see how he performs. Is it going to be dominating for his team, or will it be impossible for him to survive any longer? But then beautiful damage from Envy. They're getting some damage on the player from Push Esports. Amazing spray. Whoever that spray is from, that player actually has good spray, and as you can see now, they are going in for that push. Zamzam and the Chinku guy, they will be going in for that push. They're trying to get some sprays towards the car here where we have Denji, but then question is, will Denji be able to go away from the NG players, because they seem a little bit hungry and they need to feed, and what they need to feed on is you, Denji. So as you can see now, the pre-fires, the sprays in the vehicle is quite damaged, and beautiful spray from Zamzam, and there we go. Another team has been taken back to lobby. The 44 NGANUSH players getting Kobe's on each other, because that is how pro they are. And now we want to see what 44 NGANUSH is up to, because now if you get a Kobe on your teammate, how will you be surviving? My friend Hayes Clan there, right next to him, we can see the task there happening. Mkali really focusing on getting the task there, not even Mkali, that is Boomex. And now 3 players remain standing for Hayes Clan. So question is, for the Hayes Clan, who's going to be giving us a chicken dinner, or rather who's going to be surviving the longest between Hayes Clan and 44 NGANUSH? Because as long as your team has eliminated my team, hapo kuna beef. Hatutaki kujua kama wewe ni wakina nani ama na umeguza watu wetu, naye sisi tutakuguza. You touch me, I touch you. We even the playing field, okay? Because hapa kuna mtu aliamua kujita I touched you. Honestly, who is I touched you in Invisibles? I need to know that. Who is I touched you? Who's this character called I touch you? Alitouch nani akatatiwa na nani? Cause mbona tunatachiana hapa? Watu wa Invisibles, what kind of naming is that? What kind of I touched you, touched me kind of naming is that? But I hope the lag is gone. When you're looking at the live had a lag, I already explained why the lag was there. I closed Discord on the background and fixed everything just to make sure everything is okay. So I hope the lag is gone. I'm really hoping that's the case, because I didn't really want the lag to ruin the game for anyone. But so far, we have the players there from Hayes Clan going towards the safest place. The zone has gone towards basically almost the middle part of Erangel. We have some part of the zone in the water. So I'm hoping actually the game is a little bit violent and people are playing in the water. That would be the best thing to see. I'm not even gonna lie. Watu wafinyane kwani nkesho la. Let people do their thing, because why not? If it works, it works. Kwani ni kesho? Kwani ni kesho? No one even cares. Mwenye anafinywa finywe. But as you can see, the players from Invisibles, that is Icon team, they're taking on the players there. We have Hayes switch being down, and of course this will be their chance to go in for that push. Icon team making sure he gets the thrust happening there. Hayes Lucifer being aware that the Invisible player Pain is right in front of him. We need to see the pre-fires. We need to see something happening from Hayes Clan. Mtu akasirike, mmoja jama shike mgine ampeleke lobby. But then Icon team and Pain are causing too much pain, even though their names don't even make sense anymore. All I need to know, who is I touched him from Invisibles, and why is he touching players in PUBG Mobile? Explain yourself. But then it seems like the players from Hayes Clan there are losing this fight here. Lucifer does jump on the window and hang there, being aware, and the player there from Hayes Clan has been eliminated. Honestly, I don't know. But it's going to be really crazy. And Hayes Clan kumendaje kwani kimeumana. What happened there? Hayes Clan, what is the goal? What's the problem? What's happening? What's happening, guys? What's happening? But then the TYCOONZ The esports are getting to surround the place here just by the recall next to what do we say now? Do we say Milta? Do we say what? Because this place, if you play around, you know which place I'm talking about. But then Rush Esports, one of the teammates, Senior, is down. Senior, because I felt it was better calling PvP Senior than Rush Senior. But honestly, if it makes sense for him, then it has to make sense for us, the viewers and the caster. So PvP Senior here, of course, that will be focusing on maybe after getting revived doing better. But then Rush Senior there is quite healed up. TYC players, they're getting closer. Danny quite low. He has to be really careful because there's a teammate really close to him there. Rush Esports players are making their rotations. Beautiful nades there on the player from TYC. Basically Butcher is down, and now for Rush Esports, they have an upper hand there. The confusion is finally kicking in on TYC side. They want to get the revive, they want to get the push happening. Beautiful knock there from Nasa. Yay, Senior is down, and of course his teammate that is none other than Rush nowadays trying to get the revive. And for the player from TYC, we can see so Wash they're going in for that push. Question is he going to be able to get that knock happening again? So Wash goes back to his vehicle and he changes his location. He basically let the players from Rush Esports get the revive, and as you can see now they are going in for that push. Hayser has been down, so Wash they are making the rotations. Question is it going to be Rush Esports, or are we going to be seeing none other than TYC being able to win this game? We want to see what is happening on Excess Power side. Excess Power, where are you? Let me look at Excess Power, because for now they seem to be having a fight right next to them. You have the 44 NGANUSH closer to them as well, so that means a fight will be happening between these two teams. Also, nothing to lose 69 God is basically the best player from N2L so far. Looking at how this player has played from the first game, second game, third game, all these players have been doing a good job. The only difference is that some of them have been going back to lobby a little bit too early, and others have been surviving a little bit longer. So there's nothing really we can say, but I believe N2L 69 God might just be the best player for that team. And looking at 44 NGANUSH there, they have been spotted by the player from Excess Power, that is Scarface, trying to get some damage on the players from 44 NGANUSH. The question is there going to be any connection there? Are we going to be seeing any knocks happening on that side? But honestly, nothing is happening yet. We can only see some fire here and there with nothing really happening on the players from 44 NGANUSH's side. Excess Power will be holding that compound for a while. Makofi kwa 4PF, they have survived till the 4th phase of the zone. Vijana apigie Makofi a beg, because hii ni maajabu. I don't even know how they're still surviving, but it is what it is. There we have the players from Invisibles getting some damage on 4 pockets full of nothing but the colors as they try to make it to the safe zone. We have another team, they are passing by right in front of the players from Invisible, and that is none other than Rush Esports. Watu sasa waangaliane. I can't aim basically has the perfect aim right now. Look at the damage on Orni. I mean, mwache hizo bana, mujite jina zina make sense. If you can aim, you say I can aim, so that when the person sees your team's name anaogopa kidogo. Habibi nilimwambia ni atengeneze recall yake, lakini recall ni ile ile. Mtasiulize mbona timu yake ishaenju. What is this, man? What is this? What is happening to your team? You know, I touched him. Who is I touched him? I want to know who's I touched him. Who's that? Ni nani? That's my question. I really want to know that. But then looking at the players from 4PF there, you have Prime Clan. They seem to be the ones just holding right next to where we have 4PF. 9 teams remaining, and of course the battle will be a little bit different. Are we going to be seeing the players from Prime Esports dominating the game, or are we going to be seeing the players from 4 Pockets Full being able to dominate this game for the first time in a very long time? Their inhale tempo seem to be having a fight there. We can see the knocks happening there. Finally we can see some action, and as you can see, the action is happening on the side from Excess Power. Cool, they are trying to get the damage on Lorenzo, but then Lorenzo will be going far away from this fight, and of course goes in for that push, the UMP. Fast knock is in there for the players from inhale tempo. Scarface there with just 1 player down, that is the Warrior. You can see how much pressure Lorenzo is feeling on his side here. Scarface does get eliminated all the way back to lobby. Inhale player tempo. Inhale tempo player. Pubg does try to get the Kobe's on the players from excess power. Lorenzo has to figure out something that works there. Warrior might just get damaged and dusted, depending on how Pubg does go on with his grenade in time. But then Lorenzo, they're changing his location, trying to be on the aggressive side here, trying to be the one leading the damage. But then look at the UMP damage from him, their own Pug's side. But then Pug goes up there waiting for Lorenzo. But then Lorenzo is able to take on the last player from Inhale Tempo. Pug taking him back to lobby. I mean, Lorenzo. Your name, your skill. Okay? Your name, your skill. Keep that in mind, guys. So we can now see the players of Envy. They have been taken down by the players from 44 NGANUSH, but then Fox and Brumex are down. And Zamzam will be looking to get the fast on the two knocked players. And now two players remain standing. That is Mkali and Kronos. Question is, will 44 NGANUSH be really... Is that a Kobe from Mkali? Kijana anaanza kuiva game. Mkali ameanza kuiva game. Tuongelele hiyo kwanza kidogo. Mkali ameanza kuiva game. Mkali amekuplate ikakuwa Kobe ikamaliza team. Hiyo ni maajabu. But then looking at the players from 4PF there, Habibi trying to stop the players from Prime Clan as they try to make it to the safe zone. The game is getting a little bit crazy now. They need to start moving. And as you can see now, Kakashi is down. Kali are watching this fight as it happens. Habibi, they're looking towards going towards the safe zone. And his teammate Nemesis as well will be going towards the safe zone. But they have to be really, really careful. Mkali ni kama ameaka moto akakuwa yeye ndio ule msee. And now he's dominating the game in a crazy way. 5 teams remaining. RC player there, Spiky, watching the fight from afar. And you can see how people are getting knocked and fasted basically in front of Spiky. And he has to find a way of engaging in this fight because now this team is quite distracted. Spiky coming in from the back there. Ernie fighting from the middle of the zone over whole field. Come on, Ernie. You need to be playing in a safer place now because as you can see, you have a team player called Spiky from RC. They are watching this fight. And of course, he wants to see what am I going to be doing when it comes to this game. Am I going to be third party? Mkali with another knock there on 4PF. Howie. I mean, guys, are you sure this is Mkali playing the game? Are you sure this is Mkali dominating the game? Is it true? Is it Mkali? Can you return this account, please? Can you return this account, please? Because how is Mkali wa kukamp? Mkali anaweza ingia game atulia aketi ndi kwa kona na nyamaze. Mkali yo mmoja is now dominating teams. That's crazy. But then Rashani that does get spotted by 4PF Nemesis immediately. It does go in on his vehicle. What am I saying? Does go in his vehicle, and yes, that does give him some type of opportunity to basically heal up because no one can get to engage against him. RC player Spiky here needs to go towards the safe zone. To IQ Nigani, but then Spiky Bananeke, what kind of IQ is that? He is basically healing outside the zone. That the damage from the zone is quite high. The players from Rush Esports are trying to make it to the safe zone. Spiky is quite low. Senior then seen his location. Spiky might not make it to the safe zone because Senior is not letting him do that. And now just 2 teams remaining. That is 44 NGANUSH and the players from Rush Esports. Mkali being the only person standing from 44 NGANUSH. Will he be able to take on the players from Rush Esports by himself? Or will Mkali be going back to lobby right after exposing his location right there? But as you can see now, the players from Rush Esports are going for that push, and Mkali basically telling them just come and take your elimination because now Adi me many bo, but then a nade they're getting cooked up. Is it gonna be a Kobe though? Arnie has to be careful. That nade is gonna cooked up because the push happening there. Mkali with the reflex, but unfortunately here could dance and now the shot to see. Come see two beautiful play there from Rush Esports. Beautiful winner chicken dinner. 10 eliminations to their name. Amazing play from Rush Composure, and that did give them a winner chicken dinner. Second place you have 44 NGANUSH with 6 eliminations from 1 player, Mkali. Hayo ni maajabu. And now we have third place there. We have the players from RC. 5 eliminations. Fourth, you have 4PF eliminations, 5 XS power 3, 6 invisibles, 7 prime 2, 8 NV, 10, 9 inhale tempo, 7, 10 you have TYC 2, 11 you have N2L 0, 12, we have THALA Esports 0 for 13, OL 1, 14 Haze Clan 0, 15 BPX 1, 16 Push Esports 0, and 17 Slaughter Unit with 2 eliminations. Going a lot for this game, we have Mkali from 44 NGANUSH, does get 6 eliminations. The second in best rescues, 2 rescues, you have Rush L7K44, and the finisher with the final elimination, we have Rush Senior. Well, that is it for game number four. We have one more game to go, and we'll be calling it a night. But for now, it is going to be BRB. Of course, do not go anywhere. I'll be seeing you guys in a few. BRB. right, we are back. Last game of the night, and that is going to be the 5th game of tonight, where we'll be seeing how this being the last game for Group B, how they're going to be performing when it comes to this game. Honestly, I understand if they do feel the pressure, then we'll be seeing some teams are playing more on the passive side and not on the aggressive side. We'll be looking to see if that's going to be the case or not, but I'm sure for them this is a more than new, and they're not looking to see anything but pure simple games. But then looking at the flight path there, it is coming from Tor Ahumada to Ville del Mar, where we want to see how these teams will be performing, which team will be giving us a chicken dinner for the last game of the night. Is it going to be Inhale Tempo? Is it TYC? Is it Slaughter Unit, Prime Clan, Excess Power, 44 NGANUSH, 4 Pockets Full, the Outlaws, Rush Esports, THALA Esports, Invisibles, NV, Nothing to Lose? Which team will be giving us the chicken dinner for the last game of the night? I am really interested and invested to see which team is going to be really showing us what they've got when it comes to this last game of the night. Of course, some teams will be playing very, very passive. Ni sawa. Hata wakitaka kukamp waingie ndani ya mchanga, ni sawa. Not last game, because this is the last game of the night, where we'll be seeing which team will be dominating when it comes to this last game of the night. But then so far we have the players from Inhale Tempo. Just looking at them, that they are going to be in Deval, where they'll be having a team coming towards them as well, that is a Slaughter Unit, as well as the teams from Excess Power. So at least 3 teams are going towards the same place. Such as Tona Nani Ninani, but you just know the violence will be beginning too early in this last game of the night. You have the Nothing to Lose team as well in the game. They are making their rotation. Rush Esports are watching this fight. They are looting, watching to see if there is any fight coming towards them. We have the players from RC looting right in front of them. Nothing will be happening because now no one is that close to the other. Invisibles as well, quite safe. They don't have a team surrounding them because the Outlaws are also making their very wide rotation. The players from Brutal Psychos, that is Gyarados, Viper, Malefic, and Scurvy, they will be the ones doing the rotations as well on this side. So we'll be looking into them later to see whether we'll be having a fight there between them, the Outlaws, Push Esports, or Invisibles, as well as the RC, or nothing will be happening till the end of the game. Excess Power, they're landing in Mina del Val. They are just waiting there patiently, moving around, looting. Slaughter Unit is also close to them. I hope they know that and they're aware that there's a team that landed next to them. Look at the Inhale Tempo, they're making their rotations, looting, easy peasy. So far I do not think we'll be having any fight happening, because everyone is in their own world right now. They are avoiding every single fight, because why not? That is what matters to them, so why not do it as it should be done? So the players there from 44 NGANUSH as well, they are the only team that are in the safest place in the zone. Los Leons, no team has surrounded them. They can do the rotations and then now come back and engage in a fight. But so far, we want to know in the last game of the night, which team will be giving us a chicken dinner for this last game of the night. We want to know which teams are you guys voting for. TYCOONZ Esports there will be making their rotations as well, but then they have to be careful, really careful, because Prime Clan is basically looting there right next to them. So hapa pia nika kutakuwa na kavita, lakini acha taona. But then it seems like Brutal Psychos will be the team that engaged in the first fight of the night. Look at the BPX team there. BPX, Malefic, Gyarados, Scurvy, and Viper. And we want to see what their plan is going to be. Are we going to be seeing any fight from them or not? But so far so good. Nothing is happening on their side. But Hayes Clan, one of their teammates, that is CTRL, has been taken back to lobby. So they have to find a way of surviving that. But then Invisibles and the players from RC, one of the teammates from RC, that is Saint, has been knocked and thirsted, easy peasy. But as you can see there, RC player B, what is this name? Big Zizzen? Man, y'all are making it hard to say your names for real, for real. But then we had the player there from Invisible that is I can say they're getting pushed. They're beautiful knock. And I mean, we know how this will be going. It's gonna be panned all the way back to lobby because why not? I feel like doing it, so let me just do that. We have RC Spiky. He has the players from Invisible surrounding him from the back there. He has to be really, really careful because Zabra is down. I don't think the revive will be happening. Spike there is retreating. Pain finally getting closer. So Spiky has to be really, I mean, really, really careful because the players from Invisible are finally closing in there. Zab, unfortunately, will not be revived, and that means Invisibles is down one player. So watch us Sasa tuone nani between RC and the players from Invisibles who will be dominating this game here against the two teams. We have Hyun Bin with the rotations. Beautiful spray from Adesanya. Of course, he'll be trying to get the Thast there, but then the Thast is not registered yet. Pain should probably get that revive happening. Pain with the knock on Spiky. Adesanya there has to be careful though. Pain is quite aware of his location. He'll be waiting for him to expose himself, and then we'll be seeing maybe another knock on the players of RC. But then now Adesanya has to get the revive because they're just two players remaining from their team. Invisible player Pain has to be on the alert there. We want to see what we're expecting. Is it going to be RC or is it going to be Invisibles getting the chicken for this fight? We are in the first phase of the zone in less than 30 seconds. We'll be going into the second phase of the zone where now the battle becomes as heavy as the name, where now it becomes the last zones where the zone is quite challenging. I mean, BPX now, his clan right in front of them. Scave there, the beautiful knock, and as you can see there, Malefic trying to pick up an A. There is going to be a Kobe on Sunny. It actually does get a damage at him, and this should be the go ahead for BPX to get that push happening. Scurvy, they are playing quite on the aggressive. I'm not sure it's because he went back to his old team, and as you can see now, the synergy is actually working, and you can see how they are playing really good there. BPX and the players from his clan have to go against each other now because now the zone is getting closer. And Sunny, last player from Hayes, is it H4ZE? Is that I think I just call it Hayes because it looks like Hayes. But watu clan anaweza niambia labda nawaita jina si yao, mimi siwezi jua man, I wouldn't know. But as you can see, the players here from Prime Clan there will be of course going towards the safe zone right now. Of course, they're not in the blue zone, but they need to go and get moving before it is too late for them to make their rotations. When you look at a team like THALA Esports, they're too far out in the zone. Yes, they have the loot, but now they will have to waste the same loot to be able to make it to the safe zone. So I don't know who told them to land that far, but they need to be really careful. There we have Envy, that is Envy MVP TK. They will be seeing how this goes. Will we be seeing any battle there on their side or not? But then so far so good. The players are really playing it quite safe. The players from Excess Power, they're taking on the players from Slaughter Unit, taking them back to lobby one by one. And we want to see what's happening there because not even another team is engaging in a fight. Yani watu wameamua, the game is still fresh and people have already decided to be the ones playing on the aggressive side. Their SC player Vexi will be thirsted. Of course, the revive is not going to be an easy thing to go about. But then as you can see, Mahiri, they're looking at Excess player, that is the warrior, waiting for him to make a mistake. But as you can see, nothing is happening there. No mistake will be registered. Let's go back to the brutal cycles because now one person remains standing from their team, and that is none other than Scurvy. Of course, he will be getting the revive on Malefic, and now after the revive, we'll be seeing a fight happening between the Outlaws and the players from Brutal Cycles. There we have Titans going in for that push with the rotation. We want to see what Titans will be up to. Will we be getting any fights that are happening on their side, or is it going to be GG's for them? And better luck next time for their team. But then so far so good. A lot of things are about to happen on these teams' side, so I am not sure, but the players from Outlaws here will be forced to take on this fight without having enough meds to continue playing outside the zone. Looking at Spiky and his teammate Adesanya, they have been pressured by the players from Invisibles. That's another rotation that one might not be able to work out for them. But look at the Envy player there, Moors has been taken back. So looking at the teams here from Envy, having just Zamzam, MVP, TK, and Envy Chinese guy. We want to see who's going to be able to get the wipe on each other. So is it going to be the THALA Esports team, or is it going to be Envy players taking THALA Esports all the way back to lobby? Envy Zamzam now. We'll be waiting on THALA Esports player THALA. And nothing is happening here. So let's do our rotations there, because it seems like TYC is taking on a fight. And as you can see, 4PF player losing teammates one by one. 4PF leo ni nini shida? Ay, hamjakula. Hamjala. But then TYC players are making it. What? Now, how did I end up here? I thought I'm even watching TYC, but as you can see, 4PF there. Two of their teammates are down. That is Habi and Habibi. Now one person remains standing. That is none other than Kakashi, the player who always comes to the live to laugh. I don't know why, but then as you can see, Sawash there trying to get the damage. And Kakashi is quite low. Sawash as well is quite damaged. So it's going to be basically between Kakashi and Sawash is going to be getting the win for his team. Beautiful knock there from Kakashi. Of course, he'll be trying to get the toss there, but then beautiful save from Butcher, and the players from 4PF have been eliminated. Beautiful play there from TYCOONZ Esports, been able to survive that fight. Now look at Push Esports. They are also losing players one by one. The players from Invisibles are basically farming eliminations for these games. They are moving around. They are trying to be on the best behavior that they can be. And as you can see, it is really looking invisible right now. Another knock on their name, and now one person remains standing. That is Royalty, all the way in Los Leons, far away in the safe zone. Perfect strategy, because Allah hapa kilikuwa kimeumana. Invisibles was ready to take on the players from Push Esports and take them back to lobby. Brutal Psychos now, of course, will be making their rotations. They have Prime Esports right in front of them, with that Brutal Psychos team having just two players standing. That is Malefic and Scurvy. So we want to know who would that be. Is it going to be Malefic, or is it going to be Scurvy? The players that are going to be taking on the players from Prime, taking them back to lobby without losing either of their players. Brutal Psychos, they're making their rotations as well. The zone is about to close in. We are in the second phase of the zone. We are going into the third phase of the zone now. The 14 teams remaining, there is only one winner in every single game. Question is, who is that winner going to be? 14 teams remaining. Prime Clan, they are playing in the safest place in the zone there. You have Brutal Psychos as well, making their rotations in the safe zone. Excuse me, trying to be as safe as they can. 911 Spyro and his teammates there from Nothing to Lose, playing it very safe. They are camping, or rather strategically holding that compound before any team comes towards them, and then now they can engage in that fight and be forced to play on the I can call it the important person skills. I don't think Nothing to Lose is looking to lose this game tonight, guys, because what type of company is that? Okay, and 1269 God is making his rotations, lakini akaka team N12 wanakwanga na jokes saa zingine. N12 wanakaa hivi wanakumbuka, guy, sisi ni Frozen, wacha tucheze kaa Frozen, and then wanakaa hivi wanasema, oh wait, tulichange jina, tunaita Nothing to Lose, tuchangamke. So you can see it's like they're playing on two sides of the game. But wacha tuone how the RC player there, Adesanya, unfortunately does get knocked due to fall damage, but the excess power players here making their rotations. The Warrior has to be really careful. He's the only person remaining from his team, and the players from Team Top, that is Prime, are now getting towards him as well. Brutal Psychos. You want to tell me RC Spike amefinywa na zone? What did I just see on the kill feed? What did I see, guys? What did I just see happen there? I mean, nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But then looking at the players from Outlaws, we have Dero Narcos, Lad Plays, and Titans. They are the only players remaining from their team there. They are basically a full team. Nothing happening on their side so far. So good. Everything is looking amazing on their side. Invisible player that is paying will be, of course, going towards the zone with his teammate. The zone is getting quite damaging. We are in the third phase of the zone. The rotations need to start making sense. The IGLs need to start making the hard decisions. Are we standing at the right place? Are we holding the right compound? Are we going to be staying here, or are we going to be having one of our scouts doing the rotation around Miramar? So all this is dependent on the IGL. The smaller the zone gets, this is where now you have to put your trust on your IGL. Kama haumwamini, hapo sasa ndio huwa mnaharibu. You want, the IGL says do this, you want to do that, and you're like very firm, and you're like apana, mimi ndio najua, well last time no. But hizo ni mambo zenu, mimi siwezi elewa. I cannot relate. I'm just but a caster watching mkifanya mambo yenu. So let's get it. So far Scavy's wife is always there, man. He's always I said he, damn it, she's always there supporting him, so that's really, really good. And for Pushy Sports, they have just one person remaining, that is Royalty. I hope Royalty will be able to survive that. But then look at 44 and NGANUSH. Wametulia tu, wamehold the compound, but then they have a team right in front of them. That is the players from OL. There he goes in for that push. Once again, up for NV. I do not know why people think it's easy to go in for a push while in a buggy. Sijui mnatakanga kuambiwa mara ngapi, you cannot go that way. It doesn't work like that. Seems like Kill there has been knocked and thusted with the excess power player, the Warrior, taken back to lobby. And now the Warrior, though, you have to be careful. You basically expose the location. But it's just not happening. Unakuja akifinya Habibi. Well, hiyo ni kawaida. Habibi anashindanga akifinywa. Sijui Habibi huwa anataka aje. Habibi, what's your goal bana? Unakwanga ukitaka chicken ama unakwanga ukihesabu players kwa game? Unateseka. But then the eye can't aim. The invisible players passing by the vehicles. They will be looking to engage in that fight before. They make it to the safe some beautiful damage on the last player from SU, and that is Mahiri. Taking him back to lobby. GG's to you, Mahir. We try again next season. Which team is that? Is that Supreme 7? Are you guys really struggling with KPL, guys? Honestly, from my side, on the casting side, huwa naangalia hivi game nasema hii kitu ni rahisi mbaya. Nikiekwa hapa ndani nicheze sahi, nipatie sasa nades za cast. Na finya ni wote. Wewe na your cousins, But maybe minja naona ikiwa rahisi kwangu, but maybe to other people it's quite heavy. And that is what we love to see. It seems like Boomex there has been knocked and thusted by the players from NV. The fight is finally happening here. 44 NGANUSH and the players from NV are going against each other. N2L players there. We have N2L NV players, sorry. That is the Chinese guy. Finally has been revived. There are 3 players remaining. So now we want to see which team is going to be giving us the chicken dinner for this last game of the night. 11 teams remaining. Amazing knock there on the player from NV. And now his teammates will be looking to go towards the safe zone and the 4th phase of the zone. Of course, they're going to the 5th phase of the zone. Sasa hapa ndio mambo yanaanza kuumana kidogo. Mambo yanachemka, mambo yanakuwa a little bit different. Sorry about that. I was hydrated. Seems like Rush Esports is sorry about that. Itarudi. Wrong window. It's gonna come back. Give it time, Poleni. So Prime Clan, they have lost all their teammates, and now one person remains standing, that is Prime Bone. And as you can see, there is a team right in front of him, and that is the players from Invisibles. They have been having good synergy. They have been making the right calls, and of course that did make it work for them. They have been able to get knocks. They have been able to get thirst. And when you look at the players from Invisibles, the 7 eliminations to their name, Prime One might just be their 8th elimination. He is the only person remaining from his team. But then Invisibles have to be really alert, because now Rush Esports is basically behind them. Backshot zitaanza kusikika kwa game, so they have to be really alert here. Otherwise, the players from Rush Esports will be the ones, or rather the reasons, Invisibles are not getting the chicken dinner for the last game of the night. The player there from Prime, that is one, will be making the rotations. The zone is getting smaller. We're in the 5th phase of the zone, going into the 6th phase of the zone. Invisible player there, Hyunbin. Looking at the players from Rush, beautiful spray there. The damage on Senior is quite high. Hyunbin there trying to get more damage again. On nowadays, I mean, Hyunbin is trying to bite literally everyone, trying to place everything that comes his way, and it's actually working. The damage on the players from Rush was a confusion on that team, and as you can see, Hyunbin trying to pick up a nade though. Is it going to be a Kobe on the players from Rush there? Nowadays, changing his position. Amazing thinking. They are paying being quite low, still trying to get the push out from the players from Rush Esports. But as you can see, the damage, the cover sprays from Rush are actually connecting from Ernie, and that made it quite impossible for Invisibles to go in for that push. Unfortunately, excess power, the warrior, has been taken back to lobby. Seems like they're nothing to lose, are now engaging in a fight with 69 gold being taken back to lobby. Sasa hapa sasa ndio tutaona if I was saying the right thing. Either it's N12 who's 69 gold who's carrying the team, or the players are just good and we cannot even see it. But then you can see 911 Spyro there has to be really careful. 44 NGANUSH players are closing in on them, and the last time we were here, hawa jamaa wanajua hadi kukamp ndani ya mabati. Ndani ya mabati. Explain, guys. Ndani ya mabati, that is where they are holding. So hiyo ndio gani sasa, but then you have the players from N2L there. They have to be really alert, because now Kronos from the 44 NGANUSH team is holding outside there. 9 on Spyro getting for the push. They basically get engaged in a fight there, and then you can see the knock from Spyro connecting and an immediate thrust. The nade actually from the player that is from N2L did get a thrust on the player from 44 NGANUSH. 9 teams remaining. The zone is about to close in there. We are in the 6th phase of the zone. CG about the players from N2L, but they need to get moving as early as now. Brutal Psychos, they're waiting in the safe zone. Remember, for BPX, they're just but a duo, and wanafinya kufinya. Rush Esports player Arnie, they're getting quite surrounded by the players from Invisibles. I can team and his teammates, they're getting closer to this guy, and as you can see, Hyunbin, they're getting quite damaged. We have a lot of teams literally everywhere in the game, and they want to be the only ones getting the chicken. Adina and 12 Baraka, they're getting knocked. Of course, that is going to be an immediate thrust for that place. Now the brutal Psychos have the players from Invisibles now playing on the aggressive side towards them. BPX on the other side quite pressured now. They have at least another team surrounding them, that is the players from Inhale Tempo. Na kuongea ukweli, Inhale Tempo is becoming the best team when it comes to KPL games season 9. Wanafinya kufinya, na napenda kuiona ikifinywa vile inafaa kufinya. Now the players from Outlaws with just one player remaining, that is none other than the Row, and Zamzam, they are making his rotation. This will be the downfall for Inhale Tempo, because Zamzam will have the views to get the last player back to lobby. 5th phase of the zone, we're going into the 6th phase of the zone. Na hapa sasa ndio mambo yanaanza kuchemka. The player that is Zamzam, they're making his rotation. Invisible player pain is down. The Kobe getting cooked up by Malefic. Is it gonna be a Kobe? And I can't aim. The nade actually doesn't really connect there, but then I can aim is still quite low. And if I were BPX Malefic, that nade needs to be cooked to perfection. The players are getting closer now. The nade getting cooked up. Is it going to be a Kobe though? We have the players that is I can aim is still quite low. Your nade, Malefic is actually really good. The bouncing of nades, if you know how to bounce a grenade, that actually works for them, because the BPX Malefic trying to go in for that push. Beautiful knock on I can aim. He does get the knock on Scurvy, and now I can tame everyone person standing. He does get to have himself knocked there by the player from BPX, and that is Malefic. The zone is getting closer. The damage from the zone is quite high. I do not think BPX will be able to get that revive. The Outlaws, they have been taken back to lobby, with just 4 teams remaining now. 44 NGANUSH wamefika hapa tena, as in wale 44 NGANUSH mamuaje. Who is playing from Kali? Mniambie hiyo sahi, but then Kali there does get knocked as well, taken back to lobby. Really unfortunate. So 3 teams remaining. That is Rush Esports 40 for NGANUSH, and the single solo player from Brutal Cycles, and that is none other than BPX Malefic, trying to smoke his way into victory. The player from 40 from Ganush right in front of him. As you can see, numbers do not lie. The players from Rush Esports have 6 players remaining. That should tell them out of the 4 that is a full team for them, the other 2 is either a duo or a solo. So yeah. Quick math, quick math. But then have the player there from 40 from Ganush Fox there has been spotted. Last player there has been taken back to lobby. And now one player remains standing, as BPX Malefic. Will he be able to take on the players from Rush Esports by himself? Or are we going to be saying GG's to BPX and the second chicken dinner for the night for Rush Esports? But as we saw there, we had the player from Rush L7 LZ4K. Hey! And just like that, the player there did lead his team to the chicken dinner by making the right call to do a rotation in that last zone fight. GG's to you, Rush Esports, for getting the second chicken dinner for the night and bagging 8 eliminations to your name. Amazing play there from Rush Esports. Second have BPX there with a total of 9. Third, we have 44 Ganush 4. Fourth, we have Invisibles with 9. 5, we have Envy with the 8. 6, we have Outlaws with 2. 7, we have Inhale Tempo 3. 8, TYCOONZ Esports 4. 9, N2L2. 10, Excess Power 3. 11, Prime 1. 12, Push Esports 0. 13, SU 2, 14 RC 1, 15 4PF 0, 16 THALA Esports 1, and then 17 Hayes Clan with 0. Going a lot with the 6 defeats, you have BPX Curvy, Best Companion with 2 rescues, TYC Awash, and the finisher with the final elimination, Rush L7, that other name. But then again, guys, that is it for tonight's game. Beautiful, beautiful play from all the teams there. Congratulations to all the teams that got the chicken dinners. But as of now, it is going to be good night, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, for the last stage of the semi-finale. Of course, it is your girl Mitch Gaming, and it is good night and goodbye from me. Bye.